Training consistently is the key to getting better at calisthenics. Actually, it's the same for other daily activity as well, because if you keep on doing a thing time over time every single day, then eventually it will become one of your skills that you can do effortlessly. However, each of them will also have different steps and processes in order to achieve them. For example, if you want to make a delicious omelette, then maybe you first have to learn what kind of ingredients you should have, then how to whisk it perfectly, and finally is the ways to cook it so that it will suit your appetite. This is the same for calisthenics, because there are also steps you will need to follow to have better results and faster progress. So in today's video, I will share with you guys how I usually train calisthenics and how you can apply it to your training to make it more effective as well. And to do that, just the same as making an omelette, that will be what I often do before my training, then during the workout, and after I finish my training session. When I first started my calisthenics journey, the first thing I did was to get straight into my workout and do the exercises right away. Why? Because that is obviously the most exciting part of every training routine, right? And so I kept doing that for every workout, and at first I didn't see any problem at all. However, after around a month of starting my routine like that, some of my upper body muscle groups started to feel pain, and I felt that my body was not ready to do the training yet. It was like something was missing, and it will continue to be like that every time I try to work out until I found a solution after looking up some of the videos on YouTube, which is that every pro athlete will do their warm-up first before starting their training routine. And as a beginner, especially in calisthenics where you can train whenever and however you desire, of course without any guidance, I will skip that boring part. Still, after trying it out for a few of my workouts, I could finally understand why my high school PE teacher would always force us to do our warm-up first. Basically, warming up your body will fire up your muscles and allow you to do the exercises more comfortably, and so it will be one of the factors that assist you in making your training more effective. Besides, it will also help you avoid injuries, especially when you start to train for some advanced exercises in calisthenics. Usually, there are no rights and wrongs when warming up, and you can do it however you like. The only body part that I would recommend you focus on the most is your wrist, since they will contribute to mostly all of the bodyweight exercises, so you can go for some wrist rotation and stretches on the floor. After that, you can do some movements to start your workout, such as a few reps of push-ups, hanging on the bar, scapular pull-up, or some abs exercises. You can choose any of them so that it would fit your routine the most, and I would also suggest you to have a goal in mind before your training. By having a goal, you will know the exact reason why you are doing your workout, and it could be the core motivation striving you to keep on moving forward. The main reason why I started training calisthenics is because I found out about one of the advanced exercises when surfing on YouTube, and the skill is called the planche hold. I just thought that it was the coolest looking movement, and it would be awesome if I could do the exercise as well. And so I began my journey to not only be able to unlock it, but also achieve many other things in the process. Every one of us will have different goals, and for calisthenics, it could be having a nice shredded body, being able to do difficult exercises, or simply just getting stronger and having more confidence in yourself. Don't worry if you currently don't have a specific goal, because you can also find it during your journey, and I'm sure that once you have figured it out, you will be able to enjoy it even more. And also, remember to prepare a water bottle to stay hydrated and put on some music to hype up your training. After that, here are the things that I often do in my workout. Most of the time, I will stick with my workout goal and go for the exercises that will help me achieve it. So for example, my main goal is the planche hold, so I will need to focus on the fundamentals of the planche and also train with its progressions to gradually reach the next level. Well, what if you currently don't have a goal, or you have just started working out and only want to improve your personal strength? If so, then the training routine I would recommend you do is the basics of calisthenics, which will include the push, pull, and the abs and core exercises. Each of them will provide you with different benefits, and they will also have many variations with different difficulties so that you will have more choices to pick. If you want to build some of your muscle groups, such as your shoulders, chest, and triceps, then the push workout will be the main type you should focus on. And if you want to have a wider back and bigger biceps, then the pull exercises will be your go-to. The abs training will allow your abs to be visible, and so you will have a nice shredded looking body. And also, another goal is to increase your core strength so it will support you when striving for further advanced movements. For instance, The push workout will lead you to the one-arm push-up and the planche hold, and the pull exercises will be the muscle up and the front lever hold. Those are just some of the advantages that the basics of calisthenics will provide you, and I'm sure that if you can train with them consistently, you will be able to increase a large amount of your strength. However, in order to work with them more effectively, you will also need to know how much rest time you will need between each set of training. When I first tried out some of the push and pull exercises, I thought that if I could do them as much as I could and with the lowest amount of rest time, I would be able to get stronger faster. And that was a huge mistake. You see, in order to maximize the effectiveness of the dynamic exercises, it is about quality over quantity. Even if you could only do it for 3 to 5 repetitions of good form, it is still a lot better than 10 reps of bad form. And so, to maintain yourself with the highest performance, you will need to have enough rest time for your muscles to recover and prepare for the next training set. Basically, the harder the exercise is, the more rest you will need. So for the push and pull training, the ideal rest time will be around 2 to 3 minutes. And for the abs and core exercises, since most of their movements are not that challenging, you can rest from 1 to 1.5 minutes. And of course, you can adjust them however you desire, but usually I would not rest for more than 3 minutes unless the exercise consumes a lot of my strength. Resting too much will most of the time lower your focus when training, and it will also raise the time of your workout session. So believe that it will not be efficient for those of you who have a tight daily schedule. And since each of the training types will have many variations that you can try, I would suggest you change your harder one once you have gotten used to your current routine. This will be one of the crucial steps that will support you in making progress faster, because as you can see, if you want to do the one-arm push-up, then only doing the regular push-ups will not get you there. However, you will still have to train with it in order to build up more of your strength so you can reach the next progression and the next until you can do the one-arm push-up. For the push workout, some other variations you can focus on are the diamond push-up, clap push-up, dips, and pseudo push-up. The pull training will be the chin-up, wide pull-up, slow pull-up, and then you can gradually work your way to the muscle up by training with the high pull-up. If you want to have a six-pack abs, then I would recommend you go for the high-intensity exercises. And to build your core strength, the leg raises movements and the plank hold are the ones you should focus on. Personally, when applying this step to my training, I will first raise my repetitions of the current exercise. Let's say from 10 reps to 15 reps of push-ups before trying out the next variation. Doing it like this will allow me to become even more comfortable with training the movement, and also to make sure that I have enough strength before going for the harder ones. So those are the 3 things I usually focus on for my training, and after I finish my daily routine, the first thing I do to prepare my body before the next workout is to do some stretches and just get some rest. In order to not overwork my muscles, I don't train the same workout type 2 days in a row. So for example, if today is push training, then the next day should be a different exercise. I would also have at least one rest day a week, and on this day, there would be no training at all, just to allow my muscles to have more time to heal and recover. If you get injured, which is a common thing you will face when doing physical activities, then there are 2 ways I would recommend you to follow. If it is not that bad and you think that you can still do your workout, then you should do the exercises that don't require that specific part. For example, if my hands get injured, then I will avoid training with the push-ups and pull-ups, and I will just focus on the abs exercises or some cardio. And if your injury is pretty bad or it affects the muscle groups that will need for mostly of the exercises, such as your wrists and arms, then you should rest for at least a week or until you are fully recovered. Keep in mind that all of the things I have shared with you guys are only the definitions. By only getting yourself into the workout and doing your training consistently, you will be able to understand more about your physiques and then gradually progress. So what you can do to keep track of your training is to first find your workout time. This is the time of the day that you can train the most comfortably, and it can either be in the morning, afternoon, or even before bedtime. By knowing when is the perfect time you can do your training, you will be able to have more preparation. And even if you can only do it for 10 or 15 minutes a day, as long as you keep following your workout, it will eventually become your daily habit. The second thing you can do is create your personal workout schedule. By listing out the exercises and the reps and sets you are going to do every day, you won't need to decide which you should train at the start of your workout anymore. And remember to listen to your body as well, because every one of us will have different physical strength. So some might be able to progress faster and some will not. As long as you keep on moving forward, then I'm sure that the results will always stay the same. If you find this video helpful, then a like and subscribe would be super appreciated. And make sure to check out this video next, where I share the 3 ways to level up the basics of calisthenics. Well then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay workout, and we'll see you in the next one.